All right, welcome back. This is a review of dominant 7 chords, and we're going to look at bar chords and how you can create bar chords out of most of your standard open tuning 7 chords. We had two main 7 chords that we looked at in the first course, and that was the A7 chord and the C7 chord. So we played both of those on the first fret. A7 is on the 3rd string, and C7 is on the 1st string. So to turn those into bar chords, and you already know how to turn at least one of these into a bar chord, I think maybe both of them, but we did the D7 chord here, right? We had the easy D7 here, but we did the bar chord D7 here on the 2nd fret. So index finger, bars, all strings, and your 2nd finger on the 3rd fret, A string, turning that into a C. And then for the A7, of course, we're going to use our index finger to bar, and then we're going to use our 2nd finger on the C string to play the B flat 7. Of course, B major, B is here, so the B7 is here. So we have A, let's review these from the bottom up, and there's going to be a little bit of overlap. So we had A7, start with your 2nd finger on the C string, A7, B flat, these are just going up chromatic scale, B7, 2nd fret, C7. Now, of course, the C7 was here, so now we're replicating, but there may be instances where you want to stay up here and do a barred C7 chord. And then, of course, now we're looking at a chord on the next fret, C sharp or D flat 7. So you're pretty much going to need to do that chord up here. Not exclusively, but this is one place you can get to that C sharp 7 or D flat 7. Okay, and that's about as far up as you need to go with that. Let's look at the other one. So we had C7, and we'll start with our 2nd finger because we need our 1st finger for barring. C7, C sharp 7, D flat 7. So same as we just had up there. D7, E flat 7. So this is probably a chord that you would use, E flat 7, because the next one, E7, is of course over here. So we don't need to do the barred chord. And then F7, which of course is also here. So we don't really need to go any farther up. But you'd probably use that E flat 7 as your 7 chord, your barred 7 chord for the E flat. Aside from that, you can start to slide up. Really, the idea with bar chords is to recreate your root position fingering. So let's just take F7 for example. F7 is here, so you have your F chord, and then you drop your ring finger down on the C string, turning that into an E flat, right? That's your 7th of your F chord. So what we need to do is recreate this starting with our 2nd finger. Now we've got our index finger free, and we can just slide this shape up. So F sharp 7. And of course G7, which this is the long way to get to a G7. You guys know G7 in root position. But G sharp or A flat 7. Okay, same thing with the G7 chord. You could play that here, or you could reshape it with your fingers 2, 3, 4, and then start to slide that up. Okay, so that's basically it. Work on your dominant 7 chords. If you have any questions about that, if you can let me know. But essentially, you're going to find a 7 chord shape in your root position, and then you're going to replace your index finger to free that up with any of your other fingers that you need to, and then you can start sliding that up the neck and find all of your other not so common dominant 7 chords.